Okay, this is Robert from BIS AUFS MESSER record store on Adagio 830 Records, and this is Evil Greed Distro Picks episode 20 or something, I don't know. So my first pick is Judge, which that's the discography. And back in the day when that came out on Revelation Records, it opened like a new world to me. And I have to admit, I went to the reunion show and I saw a lot of people that I haven't seen in probably 20 years, and it was pretty disappointing. So, but the record still holds up, so I can't go and see them live anymore. I don't want to ruin that record. Great record. From Ashes Rise, the only story I have to them, we played with them with my old band years ago, and we shared the same backline, and we ruined the backline with spray painting water all over the place, and we felt like it's the backline's fault, and then they came up and did some tuning and blew everyone away. Still a great band, and I hope they're releasing some new material any day, anytime soon. Sleep, I think it's a masterpiece. When it came out on TP back then and no one cared. I know we had the record in the store for probably 4 years and no one bought it. So I was pretty surprised that the Southern Lord reissue, which has a total new artwork, is probably one of their best sellers. They repressed in the recent years, and I'm glad they finally get the attention from all the people that they haven't gotten back then. Great record. Artwork is not my cup of tea, but what's inside is pretty nice. Well, speaking of sleep, one of the guys went on to form which is, I don't know, one of my most played records in the last couple of years. Like his bass lines are, they stuck in your head for weeks. And if you like sleep, I would recommend definitely to check it out. It's like a mass in a church with 2 people. Now it's I think 3 or 4. Another Southern Lord record, Big Brave. I think one of the bands that keeps my interest up in the label because they keep it interesting. It's like a 3-piece band, and every record they do is like a surprise to me because it's always different while still sticking to the same game. Definitely one of the more interesting bands these days, and I love it. Big Cheese, I think they're from the UK as far as I know, and one of the more, for me, fresh sounding new hardcore bands, like the new wave of British hardcore. Covers as ugly as a lot of records from the 80s. but the record is great. Some hardcore I can still listen to. Jesus Piece, damn, another Southern Road record I see. When that came out, I felt like heavy 90s hardcore with metal is back and it sounds so fresh. I would love to see them live one day because the record is killer. I love it. Great record. Another childhood memory, Uniform Choice, Scream for a Change. I haven't listened to it in a long time, but when it came out on Wishing Well, I probably played it at least once a day. Glad they did a nice reissue of that with a better looking gatefold cover and photos and some liner notes. Uniform Choice. This is a Regional Justice Center from Seattle, and I picked this one because we could release their debut record as a co-release with To Live Alive and Forever. Damn it, no, I forgot the second label. Some other label, and it's one of the most intense power violence bands these days, and the whole story around it about his brother got locked up, and you can definitely feel the anger while he's playing and singing. It's a great record, good band. Regional Justice Center. Okay, Wolves in a Throne Room. I've never been a metal guy or a black metal guy, and when I played it the first time, I felt like this is something interesting, and I think they probably opened the door for a lot of hardcore indie feuilleton reading people to black metal, since they came out of a total different environment. And I just remember when they played their first show in Berlin ages ago, and that record just came out, they came to the store and they bought like all this like 90s German emo bands like Loxiran, Lebensreform, Rusty James, and all that stuff where you felt like, wow, I didn't expect that you guys that you pick up those kind of stuff, and then we found out that we're more sharing the same background. So that kept them interesting to me. Now I kind of lost track because I think like the whole black metal world didn't open up for me that well, but still a good record. Ecostrike, I probably like them because they sound like mid-90s vegan straight edge hardcore. I mean, you can see the Path of Resistance shirt on the back. Problematic band, but I guess they do it for the cliche. That's the new one, I think. I haven't heard the new one, but the last one is pretty good, and the 7 inches.
It's more than words! It's more than a symbol! It's the oath that keeps me free!
Nails, I think one of the most brutal records that came out in the last 10 years, and I can still play it. And well, I think they are not easy to work with, and I think that reflects in the music. Unsilent Death. I bet they're not going to do another record, but if you want to like something for the summer, Driving to the Beach Fast, Unsilent Death by Nails. Great one.